Hey guys, so today I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I actually wanted to do something different. So I decided to use just all matte shades throughout her palette. I didn't use any of the shimmers besides in my inner corner. But besides that, I used all matte shades. I really am impressed with how it came out. I like how it came out a lot. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching.
Okay guys, so I started out with the Kiehl's Hydro Plumping Retexturizing Serum Concentrate. This is a great serum to start your face before you put your foundation on. And then I went ahead and used the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado, and you place this right underneath your eyes so your eyes stay hydrated throughout the day. And then I went ahead and used the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is a great cream to use before you put your foundation on. And then I went ahead and used the Morphe Prep and Set Makeup Setting Spray. It's amazing to prep your face as well as set it. Okay, so then I took the MAC Water Weight SPF 30 foundation and took my Morphe Y6 brush and went ahead and just placed this all over my face using tapping motions as well as sweeping motions, making sure I got it all over. I then went ahead and took my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair and put this underneath my eyelids and all my highlighting points. I also wanted to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade Light, number 10, and use that because my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer was a little bit too light for me. I then went ahead and took my Eco Tools Beauty Sponge and just went ahead and blended in my concealers all together and made sure it was all nice and smooth. I then went ahead and used my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder and used the Velour Puff to make sure I got it all over my face because it was a little bit too oily looking. So I then took my beauty sponge and I made sure I baked. I then took my Benefit Brow Bow Conditioning Primer and primed my eyebrows. And then I took my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe and just went ahead and filled in my eyebrows. I then took my Clear Brow Gel by Pixi and made sure I just combed that through my eyebrows. I then took my puff again and just wiped away the bake. I then went ahead and took my MAC Studio Sculpt Defining Bronzing Powder in Delicates and went ahead and bronzed my whole face. And I actually highlighted my face off screen using the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit and used Glow Getter. I then went ahead and used my MAC Mineralized Blush in Warm Soul. The moment we've all been waiting for. Now I got the Jaclyn Hill palette and I took the shade and Light and I put this all over my eyelid just to set down my concealer that I used as eyeshadow primer. And then I went in with the shade Silk Cream and I put this all throughout my crease and just used windshield wiper motions and little circular motions. I then went in with the shade MFEO and I put this a little bit more in my crease line. Same motions, just windshield wiper motions back and forth, making sure I got that outer corner. I then took the shade Butter and I put that mainly on the outer corner and just kind of blended it in. I then took the shade Roxanne and I mainly set this on the outer corner as well. Just wanted to deepen that outer corner to get that bold look, but make sure that I blended it in as well. I then took the shade and Light again and used this all over the lid, but made sure that I kept it away from the outer corner where I recently placed Roxanne. And then I went ahead and blended. I then took the shade Creamsicle and I decided to place this all over my eyelid right on top of Light because I wasn't really fond of how Light came out, so I just placed Creamsicle all over the lid. I then went ahead and blended it all using the shade Butter. I then took Roxanne, Jax, and Buns and I dipped into all three of them because I needed to deepen out that outer corner because it all got a little bit blended away when I took creamsicle into all over my eyelid and when I took butter and made sure that it was all blended out. I then took Roxanne and I placed this right underneath on my lower lash line. And I just placed this all throughout there. I then took Little Lady and Beam and I placed that in my inner quarter, and these are the only two shimmer shades that I actually used in the whole palette for this eye look. I then went ahead and curled my eyelashes. I then went ahead and took the mascara that I actually got in my Ipsy bag. It's the Max Lash Volumizer Mascara by DOUCCE. I just love this mascara. It makes my eyelashes look so long. And then I went ahead and hit my eyelid. Very tragic, yeah. And then I went ahead and took the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in the shade Pink of Me and just placed that in my waterline. I then went ahead and took the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. It's a lip plumper and I decided to try it out. I then went ahead and took the Lord & Berry Maxi Matte Crayon Lipstick in the shade Intimacy and placed this all over my lips.
Okay guys, so this is the final look. I really am pleased with how it came out. I hope you guys liked it because it's something different. Not a lot of people have been doing just all matte eye looks using the Jaclyn Hill palette. Usually everyone's been doing like these crazy blue looks, which I'm really excited to do that look that everyone's been doing, that little like sunset with the blue eyelid and then the orange in the eye crease. And I'm kind of excited to do that because everyone's been doing that and it looks so cool. So, but I thought I'd do something different for you guys to play around with because you can really do so many different eye looks with this palette. It's a really blendable palette and all of the shades are super pigmented. Even the light ones, they come out so pigmented. End up getting this palette, make sure you tap the excess off your brush before you put it on, and you should have no problems. I definitely love this palette and I think everyone should own it because it has so many different colors. Like even if you don't do bold eye looks, which like I don't usually do bold eye looks, I usually do like the subtle pink tones, and she has the subtle pink tones really just right here, like it's right here in this whole area. And I actually wore that subtle pink eye look yesterday and I loved it so much. Shimmery pinks are amazing. And I'm just excited to get into the rest. Like they have smoky, she has blue, like it's all over the place. You can really do any eye look with this palette. So I definitely think that everyone should own it. Even if you're not really into makeup, it's not that expensive. Morphe's not an expensive brand and I'm not being sponsored by them at all, obviously. So I'm just saying like Morphe's, usually everyone's like, oh, Morphe's so talked up by all these YouTubers, and that's because it's a really good brand. Like, yeah, they have their promo codes and stuff like that, but it's like you save money from using their promo code. It usually takes care of your shipping. It's amazing. So it's definitely worth it, and their brushes are amazing. They're cheap brushes and amazing quality, and I definitely recommend them. Like, because MAC brushes, no shade towards MAC, but MAC brushes are super expensive, and yeah, they're really good quality, but you can find just as good as brushes somewhere else that isn't as expensive. So I definitely think that this palette is a definite palette that anyone, even if you're not good at makeup, should get. It's very easy to use, easy to play with. If you want that pop of color, you have that pop of color. You got the blues right there, you got the pinks right there, you got the oranges, you got the browns. It has every single shade you could probably think of in the palette, which is amazing. So I really hope you guys liked this eye look, and if you guys want to see more eye looks using the Jaclyn Hill palette, comment down below because I definitely am going to probably do them no matter what. To be honest, if you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, definitely subscribe down below.